The mood inside Yamaha's Misano garage turned tense on Tuesday as Fabio Quartararo delivered a scathing verdict on the much-anticipated Yamaha V4 prototype. What was supposed to be a new dawn for the Japanese manufacturer quickly turned into another day of doubts, frustrations, and harsh realities. After just half a day of testing at Misano, the 2021 MotoGP world champion openly admitted he felt worse on the radical new V4-powered M1 compared to its aging inline-4 predecessor. Finishing P17 in the morning session just a second off Alex Marquez's Gresini Ducati, Quartararo cut a dejected figure as he spoke to the media. "This is worse at the moment," the Frenchman said bluntly, pointing out that the positives he had felt during the last week's private Barcelona test had all but evaporated in Misano. "In Barcelona we felt some differences, and for me that was better. Here we haven't found it. Right now I don't see improvements in the areas where we really need them." Yamaha's decision to abandon its long-trusted inline-4 configuration was born out of necessity. The manufacturer had hit a ceiling with the architecture, leaving Quartararo struggling for top speed and acceleration in the face of Ducati, KTM, and Aprilia's V4-powered dominance. The 2026 machine was supposed to be the answer, yet so far it appears to have raised more questions than answers. The Misano layout, with its rapid change of direction through turns 1-3 and 11-13, brutally exposed the bike's limitations. Quartararo described the V4 as too aggressive, failing to deliver the cornering stability that has traditionally been Yamaha's trademark. "In Barcelona, it was smoother. The track gave us more time to understand the bike," he explained. "But here, where you need stability through consecutive corners, it was clear the bike is still very difficult to manage." Yamaha test rider Augusto Fernandez echoed those concerns, highlighting instability in the front end when he debuted the machine during the San Marino Grand Prix weekend. Quartararo, however, went further, insisting the fundamental problem lay in the turning, a characteristic the inline-4 excelled at. "The strongest point of the inline-4 was always the feeling at the front," he said. "But this V4 is maybe worse, and we don't find anything else positive yet. So, this is what we need to work on." Quartararo's candor is both a warning and a wake-up call for Yamaha. The Frenchman's frustration was palpable, and his comments fueled whispers of unrest inside the paddock. After all, this isn't just another test, it's a glimpse into Yamaha's MotoGP future. If the V4 fails, Yamaha risks sliding further behind its rivals for years to come. While Ducati continues to dominate and KTM grows stronger with each season, Yamaha's gamble on a completely new engine concept was a high-stakes move. But as Quartararo's words make clear, changing the engine configuration alone will not automatically fix chronic issues such as acceleration, grip, and electronics. The real danger? If Yamaha cannot deliver tangible progress soon, Quartararo, who has carried the brand almost single-handedly since 2019, may lose faith entirely. And in today's MotoGP market, riders of his caliber will not hesitate to seek greener pastures if confidence in the project collapses. Yamaha has often been accused of being too conservative in development. The V4 project was meant to be proof of a new, more aggressive direction. Yet, as Misano showed, the execution still lags far behind the intent. The coming months will be critical. Yamaha must refine this prototype into a competitive package before Quartararo's patience, and potentially his future with the team, runs out. For now, the paddock is buzzing with one undeniable truth. Yamaha's V4 is not the instant game-changer many hoped for. Instead, it has opened a new chapter of uncertainty, one that could determine whether the once dominant manufacturer claws its way back to the top or fades further into the chasing pack. The tension surrounding Yamaha's V4 project is not just about engineering, it is also about timing. With 2026 earmarked for a full rollout, every test between now and then carries enormous weight. Rivals such as Ducati and KTM have spent years perfecting their V4 machinery, meaning Yamaha is not just trying to match them, but attempting to leap across an entire development cycle in less than 2 seasons. That is an almost impossible task without a steep learning curve. And Quartararo's feedback is the first harsh reminder of the reality ahead. Inside the paddock, reactions have been mixed. Some engineers privately admit that Yamaha has been too slow in committing to a V4, while others believe that one rough test should not be seen as a disaster. However, the optics are damaging. When your star rider publicly declares that the bike feels worse than the old one, confidence within the camp inevitably wavers. Momentum is crucial in MotoGP, and at present, Yamaha's momentum feels fragile. Another key factor is adaptation. Quartararo has spent his entire MotoGP career on an inline-4 machine, a configuration renowned for smooth power delivery and stable handling. The switch to a V4 not only demands a different riding style, but also requires a mental reset. While riders like Marquez and Francesco Bagnaia have grown up mastering the quirks of V4 engines, Quartararo is being asked to unlearn and relearn in a short time frame. That adjustment may ultimately define whether Yamaha's gamble succeeds. The wider concern is strategic. Yamaha is banking on a radical shift in philosophy at a time when MotoGP itself is evolving rapidly, with aerodynamics, ride height devices, and tyre management becoming as decisive as engine performance. If the V4 project consumes too much of Yamaha's focus, there is a danger other crucial areas of development could lag behind. In the modern era, you cannot afford to excel in only one department. Complete packages win championships. Quartararo's growing impatience also raises questions about his future loyalty. His contract carries him into the coming seasons, but MotoGP is a sport where alliances can shift quickly if results stagnate. Should Yamaha fail to show progress with the V4 before the 2026 campaign, speculation about Quartararo seeking opportunities elsewhere will only intensify. For a rider of his caliber, sitting in the midfield is simply not acceptable. For now, Yamaha insists there is margin to improve and plenty of development still to come. But the reality is that the honeymoon period for the V4 project has already ended before it even truly began. Quartararo's brutally honest assessment has set the tone. Patience is thin, expectations are high, and the spotlight on Yamaha will only grow harsher with each test that passes without a breakthrough.